Alright, so this is a LEGO Star Wars Kamino training facility. And it was the 2025 May 4th gift with purchase. And you were able to get this thing from May 1st to May 5th with a threshold of $160. And as of recording and posting this video, the promotion has ended. However, you can still buy it on sites like eBay for about $50. And this has set number 40765, 190 pieces, 3 minifigures, and an age rating of 10+. If you're curious, this is what the back of the box looks like. So, the figures included in the set are just 3 clone cadets. And they are pretty good figures. They have this nice red outfit, which looks great. It clearly resembles the young Boba Fett. And the figures even include some dual-molded legs, which is very nice. And they also have some nice printing on their arms. Unsurprisingly, they of course include the standard clone face. And these are their back prints. Overall, I think these are pretty good figures. However, I am not a huge fan of their hairpieces, because this is what the standard clone haircut looks like, and I just don't think that this was the best option. In fact, I feel like this hairpiece in black is just far more accurate. Even this hairpiece, while less accurate than the previous one, still, I think just looks a lot better. And these are the builds. First up, we get this little turret type thing. It's decent. There is a little gray base. The top can spin around, and there are 4 blasters on each of the corners, and there are a couple white accents. It's decent, but nothing special really. There's also this barricade with some nice white stripes, and at the back there are 3 clips for some weapons, and included in the set is an extra rifle. So, pretty cool, but again, pretty small. Anyway, onto the training vehicle. So I'm not exactly sure what this thing is called, but it definitely looks pretty interesting. On the sides, there are 2 little engines, which you can spin around, which is pretty cool. There are also a couple thrusts at the back, and some nice round shaping at the top. There's a windshield right there, and a relatively new trans black, and around it there are some nice blue accents. You can of course open it up and put a clone cadet inside. Just like that. It is a little difficult to attach his feet to the studs, because there isn't exactly enough space for you to just easily push down from the top. And one thing that is pretty annoying is if his hands are down, you can't actually properly close it. So his arms have to be up if you want to properly close it. And he doesn't look terrible inside. Right here, there's a little hinge for this whole area to move down in the kind of flight mode. And this is what it looks like in its flight mode. It's a little weird. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible, just interesting. The bottom kind of goes down to a point, which is pretty cool, and that thing I assume is supposed to act as some sort of blaster. And if you want, you could angle this thing backwards a little bit, although I'm not sure if it is meant to do that. But would I recommend that you get this set? Honestly, I don't know, because $50 is a little much to ask for what is essentially a $30 set. However, the likelihood of LEGO making something like this again is pretty low, and I highly doubt we will be seeing clone cadets anytime soon. But if you want this set, I would recommend that you try to get it sooner than later, before the prices increase too much. Anyway, I would give this set about a 7 out of 10.